A beautiful morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are keeping good. Am I right? So, already we have revised our first and second lesson, but I saw your comments that third lesson is not explained, but actually I had sent the video explanation, but by mistake they have not posted to you. So, today I am going to explain you the lesson 3, movements of the earth. What is the meaning of movements of the earth? I hope you understand the movements of the earth. Okay? So to shake or to move around, that is called as movements of the earth. So the purpose of this lesson is to learn about the movements of the earth, that is rotation and revolution. Rotation and revolution. Okay? So in the eyes opener you see here, all books tell us that the earth is moving. If it is moving, why don't we feel this movement? So it is correct question only, you see. We are saying, we are studying also, and it is proved that the earth is moving, but we don't feel that the earth is moving. Why? So we learn in the lesson why we don't feel the movements of the earth. But when the earthquake takes place, okay, when the earthquake takes place, we feel the movements of the earth. But other time we don't feel whether the earth is moving or not. So here we will learn about the two movements of the earth. The earth moves in different ways. Okay, the earth moves in two different ways. It rotates like a top. You have seen and you play also. So top is a toy. It rotates. Earth rotates like a top and also revolves or moves around the sun in a fixed path. It does not seem to us that it is moving because everything on the earth, including the air around it, moves with it. So why do we not feel the movements of the earth? Because the air around the earth is moving with it. That's what we don't feel the movements of the earth. So here we saw the two movements of the earth, revolves and rotation. So here we are going to see the rotation of the earth. You see the rotation, you know what is the meaning of rotation, to move around. Yes or no? Take a globe and spin it. Spin it means move it. It spins around a line passing through its center. So in the globe, you might have seen the globe. There is a line passing in the middle of the globe, this line. This imaginary line around which it spins is called its axis. So the globe spins on its axis. On that line it is moving. But it is not drawn actually on the earth. It is the imaginary line. The earth also spins around its axis in the same way. There is no line as such on the earth, but it is the imaginary line. So it is believed that earth is spinning on its axis. This spinning motion of the earth is called rotation. Okay, so what is rotation? The earth spins its axis in, so this spinning motion of the earth is called as rotation. You see the top here. Top is given here, globe is given here. So you have seen already and studied about the globe in 4th standard also. So top also has like a it is called as a nail, and on it spins. What happens when the earth spins on its axis? You will see here, day and night. The rotation of the earth around its axis causes day and night. See here activity. Shine a torch at a globe in a dark room. You will see that only half of the globe is lit. The other half will be dark. Now rotate the globe. The dark areas now become lighted and the lighted area goes into darkness. So here, if you take a globe and spin one side, torch light, where the earth faces towards the torch, it becomes day, and other side night. So this side day and this side night. Try out the activity given. The globe is like the earth and the torch is like the sun shining on the earth. The portion of the earth facing the sun has day, the portion facing away from the torch or the sun has night. As the earth rotates, day and night follow each other. So there are 24 hours in a day and 12 hours for night and 12 hours for day. In together 24 hours. The earth completes one rotation around its axis in 24 hours. That is why one day and one night are of 24 hours. Next we will see the revolution of the earth. The earth also moves around the sun in fixed path called orbit. So you know the solar system. Okay. Earth has its orbit. It moves in that particular orbit only. This movement is called the revolution of the earth. The earth completes one revolution around the sun is in about 365 days or 1 year. You see here, did you know? In the solar system, the planet Venus has the longest day. A day in Venus is equal to 443 days on the earth. However, a year on Venus lasts for only 224.7 earth days. Therefore, day on Venus is longer than its year. The planet Jupiter has the shortest day, only 9.8 Earth's day. Venus has longest days and Jupiter has shortest days. So the revolution of the earth causes the change in the season. So here we'll see the seasons. The revolution of the earth gives us different seasons: summer, winter, autumn and spring. While revolving around the sun, the earth is tilted to one side. The half of the earth that is tilted towards the sun gets longer hours of sunlight and has summer. The other half that is tilted away from the sun has lesser hours of sunlight and has winter. So we can see here. Facing towards the, here is there are two poles. This is North Pole and this is South Pole. When the North Pole is titled towards the Sun, the South Pole is titled away from the Sun. As in June in the figure, at the same time the Northern Hemisphere has summer and the Southern Hemisphere has winter. So when the Sun is titled towards the north, here there will be summer, and in the south winter. And when the Sun is titled towards the South Pole, then it will have summer and here winter. So this process goes on. In the South Pole is titled towards the Sun, the North Pole is titled away from it. As in December in the figure, therefore, the Southern Hemisphere has summer and the Northern Hemisphere has winter at this time. In March and September, both poles are at an equal distance. So in March, both the poles are equal distance from the Sun. In March, therefore, the Northern Hemisphere has spring and Southern Hemisphere has autumn. In September, the Northern Hemisphere has autumn and Southern Hemisphere has spring. Therefore, when it is summer in India, it is winter in Australia, and when it is autumn in India, it has spring in Australia. Thus, the revolution of the earth and its tidal axis causes the seasons. So you might have already here read. So if you read this one, you will understand better. So please read the lesson. So only for your studies, because you are at home now, you are not going anywhere. So please learn, fill in the blanks and true and false, okay, and multiple choice question answers. So this to find out the answer. After finding out the answer, you will learn it. So I will send these answers after you have learned it. So please do your work, children, and complete your work. Those who have not completed, so the time is very short. Okay, so I will check your notes also. So please learn. Okay, thank you and take care of your health.